Good morning. When I was an 11 or 12-year-old kid, we would go to Atlanta to pick up my sister she went to school up in North Carolina, and she would fly home for holidays. She wouldn't physically fly, but she would fly in a plane, and that's why we would go to the Atlanta airport. So, and my dad at this one point pointed out two people going through the airport that looked like Sonny and Cher, and indeed they were. So as a 10 or 11-year-old, I was able to watch Cher go. This is the same trip where I sat next to a guy and looked over, and he was signing autographs, and I said, "Who are you?" And he said, "I'm Adam West." So on this one trip, it was like going to Hollywood or something. Here I am. I'm 10 or 11 years old. And by the way, not an attractive 10 or 11 years old child anyway. Because people normally, they're sitting there reading their paper and they look over and "Hey, mister, huh?" Please. So here I am. Cut to later, and I'm doing mornings at WNEX. Capricorn owns Lakeside. They have the Capricorn Summer Games for record promoters. And anybody that had anything to do with the company for the year, they fly in. They got bands playing all day and all night, free food. And so my friend down at Capricorn, who was one of the liaisons to the radio station, he gave me a couple of free tickets. And he said, "Come on out, at least have lunch. I know you can't get up, you work at 5:30 in the morning, but just come by and have a free meal. Pick it up, take it home with you." So I got out there, there was nobody out there except people working on stuff. So I get my plate of food and I get my glass of water, and I see two people under a cabana. I walk toward the people, I look up, and there's Martin Mull and Cher. Waving me on, "Have a seat, have a seat." Introduce myself, Cher says. She said she listened to the Big X and had heard me on radio. And I said, "Well, I've heard your records," and ha ha ha. And I don't believe I've ever met a more engaging or kind. You interview a lot of people, you interview a lot of celebrities, but this lady's the real deal, no doubt. She told me, she said, "We love Macon." She was married to Greg Allman. She said, "We love Macon. I don't ever plan to leave. People are so nice in the store. They don't bother me. They don't stop me. They just say, 'Hi, Cher. It's great to have you with us.' I love it here. I'm going to fly to Los Angeles or New York or whatever to go on concert, but I'm always coming back home to Macon." Then, sadly, she and Greg got divorced, and that all changed, and she went back out to Los Angeles. But I will never forget what an amazing lady she is and continues to be, and how my perception of her completely changed. And it wasn't a bad perception, but when you have a chance to sit down and talk to somebody, it changes everything. Talk, people, and we'll see you soon.